Evening, welcome to the Derby debrief from RamsTV. Owen Bradley with Shaun Barker alongside in what I can say is a blissfully cool Pride Park RamsTV studio. On a sweltering hot day, Derby County have come out on top. They've beaten Barnsley by 2-1. They had to dig in to get the 3 points. You'll hear from Liam Rossini and goalkeeper Joe Wildsmith shortly as well. A word or two from Shaun as always to kick us off. It was a tough finish to the afternoon, but Derby win. It's 2 out of 3 to start the season.
Yeah, brilliant start to the season. We had to dig in today, like you said. We've had better performances, and I think we'll have better performances at Pride Park in terms of dominating the ball and possession, everything that the manager wants. But he's got to be delighted with the effort that goes into getting a win against Barnsley. The defensive display, especially in the second half. Erin Cashin was absolutely immense alongside Richard Stearman. So those little elements that we talk about of being able to win games, the second goal is so important as well. Those little elements are what gives you a chance in this division, and they've shown that in the first few games.
More from Mark in a moment or two. Let's get you some reaction. Here's Liam Rossini.
Yeah, delighted. Delighted with the first half performance. Played some outstanding football in the first half. And to win games of football, it's not just about playing nice football. It's about standing up and being physical. And we've spoken a lot about the physical challenge of League One. And I think Barnsley are going to be right up there at the end of the season. They put on a great performance second half. I have to say, Erin Cashin's performance was magnificent. And he epitomises the group at the moment because it was a hot day. And we've spoken again about the fitness levels, about the pre-season. And it's going to take time. But what the players did with their mentality to win the game was they didn't stop running. They didn't stop defending, and that's exactly what I'm looking for in terms of the mentality and the mental toughness of the group.
Because losing Curtis Davies is a blow, of course it is, but Richard Stearman is more than reliable, and him and Cash together were outstanding today.
It's a squad game, you know, and that's why it's so important to have a really good squad. And the great thing with Steers, you trust him. He puts everything into every game, made some great blocks today, some outstanding bits of defending, and him and Cash, fortunately for us, through pre-season and on Tuesday have played together quite a lot in pre-season, so they understand each other's game. But yeah, it's not just those two. James Collins did not stop working through the game. At the end, he's back in the box, heading balls out the box, defending. It's a team effort. And from 1 to 11, I will never have a go at the players. We may have games like today where we don't play to our level, but they give 100%. And I will never, ever have a go at players for making mistakes. They just need to give that effort, which they 100% did today.
I wanted to ask you about James Collins and about his role in the first goal, because something I've seen you work on at training is making sort of selfless runs to open up space. Is that what he did on the first goal?
He did. Credit Bucko with the set play. Unbelievable. And to be honest, the set plays have been good. We nearly scored a few at Charlton from them. And the great thing about this group is you give them information or you tell them where to run and they just do it. And Bucko has been working really, really hard on the training ground with the set plays. Colo ran exactly where he needed to run for it. And Steers is claiming the goal. I'm not sure about it myself, but I'd love him to get the goal. But that sums up James Collins. He's so unselfish. He's a huge focal point for us. And he nearly scored an absolutely fantastic team goal as well. So I'm delighted with him.
You mentioned Barnsley. You were tested by a good team today, weren't you?
You could see they're a good side, and you know it's not been a kind fixture list to us the first 3 games. You've got Oxford, Charlton away, and Barnsley at home. To get 6 points from 3 games is the average you need for the season for us to be where we want to be. So I'm absolutely delighted, considering the start we've had through pre-season, getting this group together and getting 6 points. If you'd have said to me at the start you're going to get 6 points from 3 games, I'd have absolutely snapped your hands off. But now we've got to go away from home and make sure we pick up points at Shrewsbury on Tuesday and Fleetwood on Saturday. And I make sure that we're at it, and the lads are already in their ice baths, which I think for the first time it's not been hard to tell them to get in the ice bath with the temperature. We make sure that this game's done, we park it and we move on to Tuesday.
And there's the Derby manager, Liam Rossini. You can watch Tuesday's trip to Shrewsbury on RamsTV wherever you are in the world, including in the UK. Head to the website for details of how to buy your match pass. dcfc.co.uk is the place to go for that. Let's get one thing cleared up straight away. It's not Richard Stearman's goal. It's not even close. I think you or I would have as much chance of claiming it as Richard Stearman in the end, but he had me convinced, had you convinced as well. It doesn't matter how they go in, but it's another own goal that gets Derby on their way today.
Yeah, I was sold. His hand went up. Richard Stearman, honest as they come, he just was delighted that the goal went in. We instantly thought it was him that was lurking at the back post, but it was an own goal. Collins looked shaky in the first 5 minutes or so, and he came out for that ball, was nowhere near it, over the line. The second goal, there's no doubt whose goal it was. It was a brilliant goal. Great work from Barkhazen down the left-hand side. Mendes Lang with a great first touch and finish. So the first, sometimes you can get goals that are lucky. The second goal was a brilliant goal, and the difference was getting that second goal, because it just gives you that gap. It gives you a little bit of a leeway that if they do get back in the game, you've still got a bit of breathing space. And we lacked that so many times last season, and today we're on the end of getting that second goal and we win the game.
On Tuesday, the 2 goals came from the goalkeeper. They started right at the back. This goal wasn't quite as far back. I think it starts with maybe Aaron Cash in sort of midway through the Derby half, but it's another back to front move that shows you what this side can do in possession.
I thought the transitions throughout the whole 90 minutes were excellent in terms of when you're out of possession, what can you do as soon as it flips to being in possession? And I thought that was a perfect goal for that. We won the ball back. I think Cash played the first ball, and then we're moving quickly, especially down that left-hand side. I thought we were a real threat. And the passing and movement is exactly what the manager wants. It's what he wants to see. There's a real fluidity to it. But even when it gets to the edge of the box, there's a lot to do. His touch, his touch was perfect, set himself, and the composure just to hit it hard and low, find the far corner. It was an exceptional goal, and one they deserved at that point in the game, because they were starting to get a little bit more joy, starting to dominate. We needed the second goal, we got it, and that was the difference.
I think it's fair to say Barnsley deserved their goal as well. They were much better second half, definitely the better side, and I think there were probably plenty in Pride Park who thought they were going to get an equaliser, weren't there?
I think Duff will be aggrieved that they didn't get an equaliser. I think he'll be coming away from here saying we put in a performance. In the first half they were probably second best, but there's no doubt that they were the better team in the second half. Anderson had a glorious chance, with 5 minutes to go, free header at the far post. So he'll be pleased with the performance for Barnsley. He would have felt that they should have got something from it, and over the course of the 90 minutes, maybe. But when you get that second goal, or when you're ahead, it's a different game. It's up to Barnsley them to bring the game to Derby, which they did. They knocked on the door, they were piling on the pressure, and that was the most pleasing bit, because we dug in, we defended excellently, we worked as a team, we ran our socks off, and we did what we needed to do to pick up 3 points. Some games and times of season you're going to have a mixture, and I thought we saw that today.
Let's get some more reaction from the Derby camp. Before you can hear from the goalkeeper, Joe Wildsmith.
Yeah, 100%, and I think that's what's most important, especially at this stage of the season, getting points on the board. Like I said, yeah, we went 2-0 up and they get a goal back. It makes things interesting for them at the end, and we had to defend and put our bodies in front of shots, headers, saves, whatever you have to do to get those 3 points. But the boys, I thought, were excellent today defensively, putting a shift in this heat to keep us winning, and to keep us from dropping those points. It's credit to them. The boys in front of me, I think Cash and Steers were excellent this afternoon, put the head on everything. Fozzie come on at the end, helped us out as well, and yeah, I thought the boys were excellent.
It could have been easy losing Curtis Davis this week, for everybody to be a little unsettled, rocked by that, but the boys were really strong in front of you.
Yeah, I mean, Steers is a great pro, exceptional career. There's no worry him stepping in for Kurt this afternoon, and I think he showed that today. I don't know if he's claiming the goal in the first half, but I think he'll claim the one against me. But yeah, he stepped in and I'd played great. I thought he was excellent this afternoon. Come in, looked comfortable, and yeah, that's credit to him as a professional and as a person.
You certainly had me convinced on the goal, but you mentioned the heat. Talk to me about the conditions. How difficult was it for you today? Yeah,
I mean, I think it was important for us to use those conditions, especially the way we play, and use that to our advantage, keeping the ball and sort of making Barnsley run around more than we had to, and I think that showed in the first half, and yeah, it showed in the second half. The game slowed down a bit, and we couldn't get that many passes together that we wanted to like the first half, but I thought we grinded together as a team, and we ground out that result and got 3 points.
2 wins out of 3 in the league. You're through to the next round of the EFL Cup as well. You must be pleased with how it started.
Yeah, it's great. Obviously 3 wins out of 4. Obviously it'd been great if it were 4, but as starts go, I think it's a solid start and one we can improve on. I think the performances, like the fans and we can definitely see, they're a bit patchy. We're on top, then we're not on top, and I think if we can iron those little bits out and put a good solid performance together and use the consistency and get those rolling, I think there's a great opportunity for us at this football club to do something special this year. And I think the way that we're playing in patches, if we can get that, into longer periods in the game, I think will be a team that's right up there.
And finally, for me, as a Sheffield lad through and through, any extra satisfaction beating Barnsley today?
Yeah, of course, and South Yorkshire, the football's really important in that area of the world, so to get one over on a team that I used to play for as well, so there's that added extra incentive for me, and yeah, it was great to get the 3 points this afternoon as a Sheffield lad and a former player.
That's Joe Wildsmith. Still a little early to look at the League One table after 3 matches, but I can tell you that Derby are up to 7th with 2 wins out of 3 matches so far. Results today: a victory for Bristol Rovers in the early kick-off, a heartbreaker for Burton Albion, who led 3-0 and 4-2 at Accrington Stanley. The equaliser came in the 96th minute for the home side. Big problems for Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank. Victory for Cambridge. For Portsmouth, Ipswich beat MK Dons. Draws between Lincoln and Forest Green, Morecambe and Fleetwood. Peterborough's 100% record ended away at Plymouth Argyle, and Derby's opponents on Tuesday night, Shrewsbury, got a 93rd minute winner themselves to win at Wycombe. That's all from us for now. If you want more reaction, it's on the website dcfc.co.uk. We will see you for Tuesday night's game. From me and the team, bye-bye for now.